Hi there! Well, it is time for an empties video, and I have my little bin here in front of me full of lots of goodies to share with you. I think there might be quite a few things that I did not really like that I won't repurchase this time around. I was kind of going through it going, wow, there were a lot of things that were sort of disappointments. So let's go ahead and get started. I think the first one I have here is one of those things. So this is the Texas Tea Volumizing Shampoo. This product was a disappointment because I'd actually gotten a sample of it with a Sephora order, and I really liked it, and I thought this is a great shampoo, really volumizing, seemed to remove a lot of residue from my hair. But then once I got the full size, it just didn't seem all that special to me. It didn't work like it did in the sample size. I don't know if it was just sort of a one-off thing that my hair happened to respond to it that first time that I used it, but once I got this, I just didn't enjoy it, and especially for the price. I want to say it was about $24, $25 for this size, so to me it really needs to be something special to spend that amount of money on a shampoo. So, and I should mention it did smell really good. I love the smell of the Dry Bar products, but this one just wasn't for me. The next thing that I have here is something that I purchase over and over again, although I am not brand specific on this. This happens to be the Up and Up Oil-Free Acne Wash. So I always buy an oil-free acne wash, whether it's from Neutrogena or this time around it's a Target brand or Walgreens, but it is something that I like to use occasionally if my skin seems to somewhat be rebelling, or I will use it on my chest and back in the summertime if I break out a little bit. So it's just one of those standby products that I always have. Next I have CVS Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. I did not like this. It would definitely not be my first choice. I thought that this was going to be similar to Neutrogena because it says compare to Neutrogena, but I didn't feel like it worked as well. It didn't remove eye makeup as easily, so for me this was a disappointment and not something I would repurchase. Next I have something that I absolutely love. I've mentioned this to you a couple of times recently. This is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser. This is my new favorite facial cleanser. I've really been enjoying it. I have already repurchased this in the much bigger pump size, and I love it. My skin is responding well to it. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. I would not use this as a makeup remover, but for my morning cleanser, I really like it, or in the evening if I've not worn makeup that day or if I've already removed it and I don't need a lot of cleansing. I do really like this, and I think it's a great product. It does have a little bit of fragrance if that's something that you're sensitive to. Not something that you would smell once you've rinsed it off, but it is there for people that are sensitive to that. So it really pains me to say this because this is a brand that I am very loyal to and that I love, but these products were just not for me. So this is from Aveeno. These are the new Skin Relief Gentle Scent products. There are 2 lotions and 2 body washes, I believe. This one is in the Soothing Oat and Chamomile fragrance, and then there is I think a coconut based fragrance. I didn't enjoy this chamomile very much, and the product, the body wash, was a little bit different than what I'm used to. I repurchase the regular Aveeno body wash all the time. It's something that I just always have, but this one seemed a little bit more thick. It's sort of that same gel formula, but it was a little weird. It was almost like a hair gel type of thing. So I put it on and it wouldn't foam up quite as much, and also the fragrance is something that I just didn't really care for. Now I will say that the coconut fragrance I really do like, and I'm thinking about maybe giving that a go. If it's the same formula, I may not enjoy it, but I think in the summertime the coconut might be a really nice fragrance. This says gentle scent. That doesn't mean that it's a light scent. I think it's still pretty prominent, but I think what they may mean with this is that it's gentler on the skin as far as if you're sensitive to products that contain fragrance. That was my understanding. So anyway, just something I would mention with that. Okay, so I had to take a quick break there. I am having a really bad allergy day and I had to clear my throat a little bit, and I did not want to do that on camera. So anyway, I am back and I have another Aveeno product to share with you, one that I really love and have repurchased. That is one of the reasons that I love this brand so much. So this is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion Sheer Hydration. I've already repurchased this in a bigger size. If you have very dry skin, this is not going to be the right product for you, but if your skin on your body is mostly normal like mine is, this is fantastic. It sinks in so quickly, it doesn't leave behind any greasiness, and it makes my skin just feel really soft. I believe this says it, actually it says it here, absorbs in seconds with a powder-like feel. I think it takes a little bit longer than a few seconds, but I would say that once it does sink in, it really does have a powder-like feel, and can't really tell that it's on your skin at all. So I love this stuff. Next I have some facial wipes. These are repeat performers in my empties all the time. So these are the Trader Joe's cleansing wipes. I won't go on and on about them because you see them all of the time here, but they are some favorites of mine. Next I have something that I liked, but I don't know that I would repurchase. So this is the Body Shop Body Butter, and this was in the gosh, what is this? I think it was just an olive oil fragrance, and I don't even see it on here. Oh, actually, yeah, olive body butter. I like this as far as it being a really great moisturizer for hands and feet, especially at night. So this was something I would keep on my nightstand. But the problem I think for me was that it was a little bit greasy, maybe because my skin is more normal, and it wouldn't ever really sink in. So then when I would try to use my iPad at night or something like that, it would just get greasy marks all over the screen, and it just felt like that oiliness never really went away. That being said, it is fantastic for very dry skin. So it's not something that I really dislike, but probably not something that I would try to go out of my way to get again. But I did use it all up and I did enjoy it, but I am using something else now that I think is going to make it into my favorites next month. So I'm really excited about that. Another little hand lotion that I have, I think this came to me as part of a sample box at one point, and this is from Cetaphil. This is the Intensive Moisturizing Cream with Shea Butter. This was a wonderful hand cream. This did a really good job. I don't have any complaints about it. It's fragrance free. It is very straightforward. It's not fancy, but it did a really fantastic job of hydrating my hands. I kept this in my purse and I used every bit of it. I do like to try different things as far as hand creams go. Right now I'm using a Vaseline product, but I did really like it. It is something I would repurchase if I weren't someone that liked to rotate through them. But this is a good solid product. Next I have a package of ultra premium cotton squares. This is the Beauty 360 brand from CVS. This was a product that was brought to my attention by Miss Crystal a while back. She talked about these as being a dupe for the Shiseido facial cottons. I would agree with that. I think they are really, really good. They do a great job, and of course they're much more reasonable because they're available at CVS. So I thank her for that because now they also make it into my regular empties. Next I have a product that is a standby for me. This is CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This is something that I don't just keep for PM use. A lot of times I will use it in the mornings. It is part of my skincare routine that I really like. I've probably repurchased this. This is probably got to be my fourth one. It's been quite a few years I think I've been using this, but it's just a really nice, simple moisturizer for my skin. It doesn't cause me to have any breakouts or anything like that, so I just really like it. It doesn't have anything really fancy in it, but it does have really reliable ingredients like ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid. So I really like this, and I like the pump style dispenser on that. Next I have something that I take every single day, and I really like it, and it always makes it in my empties. And so this is the Walgreens Slow Release Iron. I've talked about it before because if you're someone that has to take iron and it upsets your stomach, this was something that I found lots of reviews on online, and it really worked for me. Of course, consult with your doctor before you start taking anything like this, but my doctor told me I needed to, and he approved of this, and for me it's been enough so far. I'll find out next month if it's still enough for me, but anyway, I really like this, and I have not had any side effects from that whatsoever. Alright, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is a hairspray. This was something that I bought as a travel size for the trip that we recently went on, but it kind of reminded me why I like this product, and I haven't actually purchased it in a while. This is the Tresemme Extra Firm Control Hairspray. For me, this is not a hairspray that I can use to really hold my style, especially here with the humidity, but what I do like about it is that it adds a little bit of very light texture to my fine hair, so it really helps my style hold, and it helps me actually add style to my hair. So I kind of like it for that. Now when I was on my trip, I did use it as my regular hairspray, and again, it's something I feel like I have to reapply quite a bit, but I think I might buy this in the full size again just to have it as a little bit of a texturizing spray. So. And then for a hairspray that I really do love and I do repurchase that I just think holds my style without making it too crunchy is the Redken Quick Dry 18. This has a lightweight feel, but it's not so flexible that my hair doesn't hold. I don't really like it when they say it's touchable feel or flexible hold, because I know that means that my hair is just going to droop. So This is something that gives me that nice hold that I really want, but without being so stiff that I can't brush through it or it doesn't make it crunchy or anything like that. So I really love this product and I will repurchase it again. And then I have a few small things here on the bottom. This is another daily use product for me every single morning without fail. These are the Opcon Eye Allergy Eye Drops. I have 3 kitty cats I love very much, but I am also very allergic to them, so my eyes get really red and irritated, and I've been using these every day for years because they just do such a good job at making my eyes less itchy and less red. And then I have an Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil here. I have already repurchased this. This is in the color taupe. This is one of my holy grail brow products along with her Dip Brow Pomade, but this is really nice for quick everyday kind of filling in, especially when I have a lighter makeup look and I just want my brows to look really natural but just slightly fuller and thicker. And then I also have, and this is something that is very sad for me to talk about because I am pretty certain this has been discontinued. So this is the L'Oreal Liner Intense in Earthen Rock Brown. And this is still available in black, but I cannot find the Earthen Rock Brown anywhere. And based on what I'm finding online, other people have seemed to be concerned about it as well. I just ordered a replacement of this on eBay. I think this normally sells at Walgreens for around $10, $10 or $11. I bought it on eBay for $15, which I know maybe wasn't the best choice, but I really, really love this. And until I can find that perfect replacement, I wanted to have something. I have used the Makeup Forever version. They had a matte brown, and while the color was perfect, the formula was perfect, something that I really love about this is the flexible soft tip. So I'm hoping that maybe this is just a repackaging issue, but I have a bad feeling that this is going to be gone. So if I find my perfect replacement for this, I will let you know. But for right now, that is an empty, and I only have one left to use. And then finally, another Holy Grail product, this is something that I always have on hand too, is the Maybelline Full and Soft Mascara. I finally just sort of wore this tube out and I got everything I could out of it. But it just works really well for my very fine, droopy, limp lashes. It is so lightweight and a drier formula that it is the only thing that sort of holds my lashes up and makes them sort of feathery. I know it may not look like that. I get a lot of comments about maybe I should consider curling my lashes, and I do, but they point downwards. But this really, really helps when I don't want to use like a heavier volumizing mascara, and I love this. And of course, it's waterproof as well. So that's it. That is everything that is in my empties bin this time around. Look for favorites. I believe that's what's going to be coming up next. I can't believe we're already into May. That sort of happened over the weekend and without me even realizing it. So here we are, and I owe you an April favorites video very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.